guys, this is week 8 Project Life and I am using the lovely new March Pocket Life kit from Citrus Twist. I'm just starting out as usual with my photos, and now I am going through the cards, and I've got to pick out a couple of 3x4s and just the one 4x6. So I don't know why I really went with teal and green. I really liked that Taking My Sweet Time card, and that was both blue and green, and I really liked that teal 4x6 card. So that's where the basis of the color scheme comes from this week. And I'm just picking out one more paper to go down here on the bottom corner, and I really loved that arrow print, and luckily it just happened to be teal and green, so that worked out nicely. So that is the basis for my layout this week. I didn't really have anywhere to use those really cute paper clips from Amy Tangerine this week, so instead I am just going straight to the ephemera pack and picking out a few pieces. Now that blue one totally doesn't go with the color scheme, but it couldn't be more perfect for that photo of the world's worst fitting sheet mask. It says something like, there is no beauty without strangeness, and it couldn't have been more perfect. So I'm just picking out a few pieces here to go along with that one. I've grabbed a couple of different labels for a couple of different spots, and then I grabbed this little heart, and I like that it's got it's sort of a weird yellow, kind of limey green yellow, same as the label down the bottom, and once I punched out all the perforations on it you can see how lovely it is. And the only bit of yellow in my photos that it really ties into is the clock behind my selfie, but I do quite like the way it brings that colour out. So that's the colour scheme, I guess, sort of teal with that little pops of limey yellow. Cutting out a couple of pieces from the cut apart sheet, one label for my title card and one little saying for a title on that photo of Lily. And I've decided that's about enough. A lot of my photos were quite busy, so I didn't want to add too much into there, so I'm just going to start by layering up these pieces for my title card. And I thought I had how it was going to work, and then I started gluing things down, and didn't really love that heart over there on the right, so I'm just rearranging the labels, and I'm going to put the heart on the left there. It was a little hard to glue it. I think it will stick down all right. I've only got a tiny couple of little tiny bits of glue under there. But then I add these really cute black puffy letter stickers, my favorite again, on top of it, so that should hold it there as well. So I'm just spelling out week 8 at the top of that label. Again, it was just to hold that heart down. I didn't want to add that over the, like, sort of the middle of the heart, so it's at the top. And then I'm adding my date stamping to the label underneath. And it sort of feels a bit empty, so I'm gonna grab the other puffy stickers from the kit and add a couple of these other hearts. So I guess it sort of makes the heart a bit more, gives it a bit more of a reason to be there. So I've got this little grouping of 3 hearts for the title card. Now of course, run out of glue runner. Typical for one of these spreads, isn't it? Just sticking down, stuck down that little selfie photo, and then I realized I think I'm going to type my journaling this week. So this is how I type my journaling onto these journaling cards. I just grab a bit of just regular computer paper, and I glue down the pieces I want to type on, and then I run it through my typewriter. It just adding it to that backing paper just makes it go through my, well, certainly my typewriter, which is a vintagey old one. It just makes it a lot easier, especially with those tiny little pieces like that label there. It just helps it run through. If you had temporary adhesive, it would probably be easier. I don't have different types of adhesive, so I either stick it straight onto the card like the label, or I cover up the stickiness from the tape runner with a bit of washi tape, and then I have a completely non-stick card again. So I'd stuck down all those little bits and pieces, and then I was just looking at the stamp set wondering what I might use it for, since I haven't really left myself any space for it, and I'm thinking I might use it on this photo down here. So for now I'm gonna work out where I can stick this piece. I love the quote, but it was just slightly too large for my photo, so it does cover up probably a bit more than I want it to, but since it's not the most attractive photo, I'm not gonna cry about that. And I just added a couple of little staples and then decided to add some staples to the other label too, just to, you know, it looks a bit weird adding staples to one photo and not to the rest. That photo I had changed to black and white because it was super busy color-wise, so I just added a simple puffy sticker again in that same sort of yellowy limey color. And then I rearranged my photos a little bit, although I'm still not super happy with them, but they're just gonna stay that way for now. Instead of stamping straight onto my photo, I decided to stamp a little embellishment. So I used a couple of stamps, we circle and an OMG. Stamped them in teal just to tie in with the color scheme, and then I'm just fussy cutting that out. I probably could have punched it, my cutting's not that great, but I didn't have a punch that was the exact same size. And I've just done the same typing technique to that wee die cut piece as well. Added that circle stamped embellishment piece and then some more staples again. And then I wanted to stamp this other phrase on the photo directly, so I'm using some Moonlight White ink, and it kind of blends in with the background, which I'm okay with because I didn't really want that to stand out too much. I wanted the journaling piece to be more of the focal point. But then since I've done that repeat stamping on that photo, I decided to do it on the Lily photo as well, and there just happened to be the perfect little phrase in there now. Very demanding little dog she is. And that's really about it as far as the stamping goes. Oh no, wait, I'm wrong. I do one more lot of stamping up the top here. This is just a random photo of my desk that I had accidentally taken when I hit the camera button on my phone, but I quite liked the composition of it, so I printed that out this week. And the little semicircle says home because of course I work from home, so it all worked out really nicely. I'm going to stamp around that die cut piece just by bending my clear stamp around it, and I repeat stamped that 3 times, and I really like how it turned out. So I think I'm done, except I really don't like the way that those photos, I rearranged the photos, so I'm going to rearrange them right back to the way I had them to start off with. And now I'm all done. It was a bit of an odd week photo-wise. I've completely lost my photo mojo, so let me know in the comments some tips for getting my photo mojo back, so hopefully I don't have any more of these odd weeks. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to keep watching, there's a couple more videos on screen. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye!